Today is the day to give thanks our loved one. Today is the day to remember the relationship with our loved one. The one is you can be your father, your parents, or your grandparents, or your brothers and sisters, or son-in-law, sister-in-law. Today is the day give to thank to them. You can see our loved one in front of them, in front of here. Today we read the Gospel from Saint John, chapter 11, verse 21 to 27. There was a conversation between Martha and Jesus. How many know about the story about Martha between Jesus? Who want to? Oh, I have to explain a lot. If more helpful, I can listen. You know Martha? Okay. Story of Martha. Oh, much better. I can make it a little bit short. Today, the Martha was a name of a lady who lives in Bethsaida, and then we can see the story of between the Jesus and Martha, and they have a conversation. One day, Jesus visited the town Bethsaida and stayed at Lazarus' home, and then the lady Martha prepared the food and cleaned up the whole house, and so she was so busy to host the Jesus and then his disciples. But she has a sister, and her name is Mary. And while she was cooking and so on, she couldn't find her sister. Then she went to the room to see near the Jesus, and her sister Mary just sitting beside the Jesus and listen to the Jesus word. Can you imagine? You invite someone, and only you are working hard. Your husband didn't help you, and your son and daughter just they are doing their thing. How you are angry? Like the Martha went to the Jesus. Lord, say to my sister Mary to help me. Then Jesus said, Martha, your sister also chose a very important thing. Also, you also chose a very important thing. It's normal. Listen, on Easter day, people can sit next. The ladies can learn, and they educated it. Just it's ordinary thing. But we remember the today Peace Prize, Nobel Peace Prize, the lady, 17 years lady. I don't know her name. Young girl, 17 years. Pakistan lady. They cannot have an education. It's 2,000 years ago. It's same lady just prepare housework, but Jesus allowed woman to come and listen his word. Also, Jesus, what he allowed? Jesus talked with the lady. So Jesus is a famous teacher, and at the period of time, they couldn't imagine the great teacher spoke with the lady, and not talking lady, and then the lady said their anger or emotion to Jesus. Today is the story. Martha, when she lost her brother, she said, Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. But even now, I know that God will give you whatever you ask of Him. And there's a conversation between Jesus and Martha. But that period of time, it's not available. They are not alone. It's a relation with Jesus and Martha. Jesus treated all people as a human. But the period of time, it was not allowed. People who got sick. And people think they are punished by God. So that they have to hidden. And they had to stay away of the town. Someone who had a hard skin disease, they could not stay at their home. And even also their family also persecuted. Especially the town of the Bethsaida. There's kind of historical record. There are a lot of people who were sick, who had leprosy, and so on. But Jesus, He didn't care. Just go them, touch them, and talk with them, and bring them in Him. Also, through Him, He made them to relate to God again. They are in God, but people push them out. Recently, long times ago, when I was elementary school children, when I made a phone call, I have to dial the 0, then operator comes, and then when I was in Korea, not in Japan, operator come out and then said, oh, please dial to where, and then operator connected to other. Even talk to my mother. Sometimes she lives in Korea, so she wants to talk her mother in Japan. Make a reservation. Make a phone call to operator, and then an operator, and then people get in touch with other. But nowadays, it's an iPad, it's my family one. With this iPad, I can talk with my parents in Korea, and even I can see each other. And then I can say dad, and then my kids and around this iPad, and they get in touch. But when I was before I married my wife, I was in Japan. She stayed in Korea. iPhone and so on. Then I spent $1,000 per month for one bill. But I'm happy with her. But internet connected each other. But Jesus, who had died, who have lived, and who sent it from God to connect to God. Through Him, even who died, who lived, in Him, we are in same space. Because Jesus also he raised by God. In him, through him, we can stay we can stay each other, even who died, who live. We can together. Today is the time to remember our family. Today is the time. Give thanks to God. Give thanks to them. The relationship we have had. Also, this is the day we are in God. Stay. Not there. They are not disappeared. They are stay through Jesus. We are in. We remember we are together. We are in. Live in Jesus together. Today is the day. おはようございます。